What's up, everybody? I think that I am live. All right, so I look like I am live. What's going on? Happy Wednesday to all of y'all. I am super pumped to be here. As always, super excited. I feel like I say that every single time. And the reason why is because, guys, I am freaking jacked up. I am super pumped up. I actually got some really cool announcements, exciting things to share with you guys here as you jump on. But first, today, what we're going to be talking about is what's up, Jerem, my man? We are going to be talking about a continuation of what I've been talking about a lot over the last several weeks, couple months in here, and that is the agency SaaS mode at Go High Level. If you're unfamiliar, we'll have a link up top for Go High Level. Go check it out, all that stuff. This will not be a super tutorial or anything like that. We're going to be talking about how to utilize this, and also talking about a post I saw in there the other day that I almost really wrote like a long conversation back, and there's nothing wrong with who wrote this, and I'm sure this is their mentality. It had to do with pricing and what the market will pay, and so I want to address that while people are jumping on. Looks like we've got some people on. What's up, Abby? What's up, Jerry? What's up, guys? So before I get into that, though, I want to share something with y'all. Okay, I got some very exciting news that I want to share. And as someone who has been in this agency game for 6 years now, I've also done a lot of coaching and consulting on the side. You guys know about the Crusader programs. We've helped a ton of people grow, build scaling agencies. But I've always had a passion for the agency market. And I brought this up, or I told you guys this, a couple of years ago, late 2019. I actually sold about 40% of my agency. I had a very nice buyout. Was awesome. Was still able to collect a certain amount, was a minority partner, okay? And I was going to travel the world in 2020 and go do a bunch of stuff. Well, we all know what happened in 2020. In September of 2020, while I was still running the Crusader Forge, and I decided, okay, I want to get back to the agency. What do we do? I moved up to becoming more of a partnership in my agency, Be Top Local. And that was great. And that's awesome. And I've been running the day-to-day, as I always share with you guys, everything that I'm doing is coming straight from the field. Like, it's straight from the actual field. Like, this is not theory. I'm not guessing. I don't play around. I am in this thing every single day. And as of last weekend, I am now back full 50-50, 100% partner, all in with my agency. I've been all in for quite some time, but I'm a full 50% partner, and back to exactly where I was with this previously. And so I'm telling you guys this, number one, so that you can know whenever you tune in here or wherever you check things out, like, I'm giving you the straight real deal. Again, this is not theory. This is not fluff. I've ran a multiple seven-figure agency for several years now. We're over $10 million in revenue that we've done. And I'm fighting the good fight with you. And number two, there's a lot of things I could have chosen to do, to be completely honest with you. I can build funnels, and I can write sales scripts, and I can do copywriting, and I can sell stuff, and I can really, I have a lot of options, okay, in regards to where I would want to focus my time and efforts in regards to business moving forward, and where I want to, what I would be able to build. And I've been very blessed in that regard. And I've built some really strong skill sets. What did I choose to do? Go all in on the agency. Okay. All in on the agency. I'm taking this thing to $10 million a year over the next 18 months is the goal. Ideally, it's probably gonna be sooner, but 18-month plan to really get back over $10 million a year, while also continuing to build. And I'm still going all in on Crusader, still running that type of stuff. We've got a really tight-knit team, and the product is just incredible over there with the coaching. But agency to the moon. Why? Because I see so much opportunity utilizing the product that I'm about to talk with you guys about today, and what I have been talking with you about it, right? Part of my decision for wanting to continue to go all in on this was these features and how we can utilize Go High Level in order to really scale and build up our agencies, take this thing to the next level. So wanted to share all that stuff with you. Big announcement, it's pretty cool. I'm very excited about it. I've been pretty much operating as a full partner and getting paid as one the last 90 days anyways, but now it's official. I'm all in. We're going for it. We're straighting bolts off. We're going freaking ham. So let's talk about the topic at hand today. What you are doing wrong with your agency SaaS mode and what to do about it. Okay. I want to talk about a post that I saw in the Go High Level chat. And I'm paraphrasing this, and I have by no means, if the individual who made this post, I don't know you, I don't know who it was. There's nothing against the individual who made this post, but I want to talk about it because I don't want this type of thinking to allow you to dictate your pricing. And the post went something like this: my niche will only pay $97 a month for Go High Level. And there were some people who were agreeing, like, yeah, my niche won't pay for it either. It's like, what do you mean your niche won't pay for it? Like, well, what niche is that, first of all? Second of all, who are you targeting? And what, it's a very limited mindset. And if you're charging $97 a month, guys, I'll tell you right now, you got a long fucking journey ahead of you to make some real money. You got a long journey ahead of you, unless you're able to do some of the other things that I'm going to talk about here today. Now, when it comes to $97 a month, what people are willing to pay is directly correlated to the perceived value that you are able to build. If you approach somebody and you just say, hey, I'm going to take 2 minutes to put a website chat on and turn on a GMB chat, and then you can talk to your customers, $97 a month. They might, well, what's the value in that for me? Like, do I actually need that? Like, how is it being delivered? They might say it's too expensive, right? And some people are going to say anything's too expensive because most people are fucking broke, and don't listen to most people because most people suck, right? But regardless, it's all about perceived value. Okay. We have individuals who are out there who are willing to pay $20,000 for a piece of leather that has a logo on it, right? Hermes, I think it is, or Hermes or something. I don't know. I'm not up to the luxury speed. My fiance loves to talk about the purses there. But regardless, people will pay $20,000 for a fucking purse. Okay. I promise you, whatever niche you're in, you can get people to pay more than $97 for the Go High Level. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that here in a moment. But like, I don't want this to be a limiting belief. I want to smack this out of you. Everyone in here is undercharging. We don't know how to really drop or really increase the perceived value and charge more. And there's no bigger way to drastically increase your bottom line and the profits of your business than being able to manipulate price. There just isn't any bigger way to do that. Okay. Now let's talk about, how do you get people to pay more for it than $97, right? And why do I know, regardless of what niche you're in, if you're in, as long as you're in America, right? Like, you can't name me a niche that wouldn't pay more than $97, or that they would, but you have to be able to package things better. If you just go in there and say, I'm going to flip a couple switches, sure, right? Now, I'm going to talk to you guys today about something that I obsess over. It's one of the most, I would say, most valuable and most important things that I go through with any agency owner who comes into my program, comes into the Forge, is really dialed this in and really obsess over this. And that is the idea of creating offers. And if you want to sell the agency SaaS, you have to be able to create an offer that is unique and distinctive. You need to take the tools that we've got and you need to be able to manipulate them. Let me give you an example. One of the best examples I've ever seen is this. I bet you right now, I could get somebody on this call to pay me $10,000 for my iPhone. Okay. $10,000 for my iPhone, right? What do iPhones usually cost? Like $1,000. How do I 10x the price? Well, here's how you do it. Got the iPhone, but you know what comes with the iPhone? Included in it is an app that has all of the courses I've ever built, including my live mastermind trainings that I charge $30,000 a year for people to attend, all the recordings of all of those. Okay. So you get a bazillion hours worth of content. Okay. You're also going to get every single one of my agency's SOPs and backend products and processes for every single aspect, whether it's fulfillment, hiring, doesn't matter. You get all the SOPs. Okay. On top of that, you're going to get the Rolodex that I've got of connections of people in this market, in the industry, in, gurus, All right. I wonder if I'm back. Let's see here. Am I back on? Am I live? I wonder if that worked. I see it's still some people on. Am I back? Can you guys hear me? All right, let me see here. Live. Jerem Langdon. What's up, guys? Okay. You guys will hang out. All right, so let's go back into what I was saying. Sorry about that. My literal power just went out. Crazy. And I was able to turn the stream back on. Thank you guys for sticking around. Okay, so back to what we were saying. Okay, back to what I was saying in regards to building an offer. I was talking about selling my cell phone, having you pay me $10,000 for the cell phone. Okay, and Jerem, your comment about selling the opportunity is super true, and I'm going to get to that here in a moment as well. But $10,000 cell phone, right? So not only are you going to get all the programs, all the courses I've ever done, all my mastermind recordings that, you know, people normally pay $30,000 to be a part of. We've done like 10 of them. We've got groups of all that type of stuff. You're going to get all my agency's SOPs. You're going to get all my pitch decks, all that type of stuff, all loaded up in apps and things on the phone. On top of that, I'm also going to fly to your house and coach you live for 3 days. Okay. I imagine that there's going to be people on here who would take me up for that $10,000 offer to go spend 3 days with them, coach them through everything, right? That's how you build an offer. That's how you take a cell phone and turn it into something worth $1,000, right? Another way that you can do this with the software, let's go to a software example. Let's say, because I was thinking about this before the call, like what's a niche that traditionally won't pay shit for anything, right? And veterinarians, okay? In general, veterinarians don't pay a whole lot because they just don't have that mindset. And it's just, you know, and not all of them. There's plenty of veterinarians who make great money in clinics and all that. And if you approach a random veterinarian clinic, they might be like, ah, man, we can't spend $97 a month on something like that. However, what if on top of the software, on top of the chat widgets and the gimmicks and the reviews and all that stuff, you gave them the exact blueprint, a 5-step process to add $15,000 a month to their practice. Okay. That could be anything. That could be through activation. It could be through ads. It could be through upselling. It could be through marketing, whatever it might be. Okay. But let's say that you gave them a blueprint that was to add $15,000 a month to their business. Do you think you could then charge that more than $97 for that? Do you think you can charge an upfront fee for that? Of course you can. Okay. I don't want anyone in this group, anyone who I talk to about agency stuff, to let price get in their mind and get in their head. You can always charge more. Okay. Here's the thing about pricing. And I'm going to talk about this like very sternly. And this is something that you won't get until you've been in the game for a little while, but it's something that I want to be in the back of your mind, even if you are newer right now. That is this. Most pricing is set by people just looking around and seeing what other people are charging. But here's what most people don't talk about. Most of the people that you're copying, they're broke. Their business isn't making any fucking money. Okay. And it ends up being a race to the bottom, right? There's a great book on this. It's called Higher Margins, I think is Higher Profit, Higher Margins. It talks about this. And most businesses price themselves out because they continually just go cheaper and cheaper and price gouge. When in reality, you should be spending all of your time thinking about how you can charge more, upsell more, bring on more, and get more out of your clients. Not how do I get it more? How do I get it cheaper in order to allow? How do I get it cheaper to compete? Right? Fuck competition. Like most people suck. They're not making any money, right? And I love the Go High Level group. I love the community, but I know that there's a lot of newer agencies in there as well. And you don't necessarily want to follow people who haven't been doing this for a long time. Okay, promise you on that. So when it comes to building your agency SaaS, build an offer. Bare minimum, build an offer. Because you're not just going to be able to, as much as, and I love Sean, I love the whole team, but there's an idea I feel that some people have where it's like, yeah, I'm just going to tell a business about this and they're going to pay me $297 a month forever. I'm going to have no support. I'm not going to have them do anything. Like that's not how it's going to work. Okay. If you want your SaaS to work, and you want your agency to work, and you want your service-based business to work, I want you to write down what I'm about to say to you, because this was the most important, profound lesson I may have ever learned. It's brought me more profit in the last couple of years that if I knew earlier on, I would have made significantly more money. And that is this. If you want people to stick, around with your product, whether you're selling a SaaS service, doesn't matter what it is, you need to focus on two things: forced adoption and forced results. Okay. Forced adoption, forced results. What do I mean by that? You need to think about how you are getting your clients to utilize the software. Okay. Unless you're just choosing like an absolutely ridiculous niche, you can teach your clients how to utilize templates, snapshots, whatever it might be, in order to make more money than the $97 a month. Okay. And you need to force them to first adopt it. Okay. I don't know how many of you guys have trainings on this, but you need to literally give trainings on this is how you create your workflow. I want you to bookmark this tab on your phone. I want you to turn on your notification, or I'm sorry, on your computer. I want you to turn on your notifications on your phone. I want you to have this headset set up so that you can make your call out. Here's how you run your manual call actions. Here's the video on how you should set your day. At 9:15 a.m. every single morning, you should call all of your leads. At 12 o'clock, you should come back and check more. At 3:30, you should do this. When XYZ asks you this question, you need to respond this way. Do you guys have templates and trainings for all of these things? You need to, or else they're not going to use the product. And they're going to get confused and overwhelmed, because as simple as it might seem to us, I guarantee when you guys first got on your high level, it was probably overwhelming to you, right? It's CRMs can be super overwhelming. And you also need to train them in chunks. Right now I'm kind of getting in the optimization. This is also just what I've noticed from our clients as well, but you need to train them in chunks, right? Starting with the conversations tab. Number one most important thing. Then train them on scheduling, right? Conversations and scheduling, right? Then you train them on opportunities. Later on, after they understand how to utilize the conversations tab and can hold a coherent response, right? Have normal conversations via text message. Then you train them on the dashboard. Then you train them on manual call actions, right? You need to chunk these things out. How are you utilizing your training process to get the adoption, right? Forced adoption. The next thing is forced results. Now, what do I mean by forced results? Like, I talk about this a lot in this group, but you are responsible for your client making money. Okay. You are responsible for them making money, whether you want to be or not, you are. Because if you don't make money, I promise you right now, if you just blame the client, say they suck, they didn't handle leads properly, or they didn't respond, or blah, 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 they're not going to give anyone money and nobody's going to win. Promise you. Been there, done that, lost 400 clients. I get it. Okay. Literally lost 400 clients. So with that, you need to force results. Now, how do you force results? You need to be combing through their responses in Go High Level, right? Are they following up with the text messages? How are they responding, right? I have a constant, ever evolving document that I keep of every single time that we see a client screw up a response. Okay, so I'll give you guys some examples. I've got my notes here. I've got some notes here. I'll give you guys some examples of when they screw these things up. So let's see here. All right. So we need to train people on initial reach outs. You need to train people on when to respond to texts. You need to train people on how to respond to text response, then also to call, right? What you guys will find is people just text respond, but they don't actually call as well when they should be doing both, right? You need to train people on when you're running your automations, and let's say you're like, hey, type yes to confirm or whatever, and they type yes, you need to teach them to respond there. You need to teach them how to respond short. You need to teach them when things should be taken to a phone call. You need to teach them how to set up the no-show sequences, right? Like there's so many little things that you need to do that we're always keeping an ever optimizing spot, or an ever, we're always keeping an ever growing document where our team is putting in pictures of when we see people screw up and Go High Level, so we can build more templates, so we can do more trainings on. Okay. So forced adoption, forced results, build an offer. Those are the three core things so far that I want to talk about. Build an offer. Okay. And honestly, I'll tell you right now, if you want to scale and buy new customers, which should be the goal of every business here, because that's what business is about, buying new customers, you have to find a way to charge upfront money. Okay. Now, what do I mean by that? If you are unwilling or you refuse to provide a high ticket service on the front end, which Facebook ads, funnels, ad management, Google, SEO, website design, there's a YouTube ads, there's a million different things, right? In order to get upfront high ticket, upfront cash, then you need to have some sort of done with you program or do it yourself, right? And where you're selling it for $1,500 for a setup, and then it's $97 a month, or $297 a month. I don't like the $97 a month for anything, right? $297 a month, right? You need to find a way to generate cash flow and get upfront cash. Why? Because if you want to scale, you need to buy ads. Okay. Or you need to pay for people's time to go out and do outbound stuff, because eventually you're going to hit a limit on your ability to do outbound new client acquisition. Now, if you want to scale, you need to have cash in order to do that. You can't wait for, you can't spend $200 on ads to get a $97 a month client, because eventually you're going to be so deep in the red that you're going to have trouble getting up. You don't have most of us anyways, don't have the luxury of having a massive VC backed company and the ability to go in the red for 6 to 8 months before we start monetizing customer. So what I recommend doing for sure, 1,000,000%, is to find a way to attach a high ticket service offering to your Go High Level. Okay. Whether that's snapshots, whether that's training, whether it's a 6-week build out, whether it's a group coaching program, whether it's done with you, whether it's here's how to utilize it, here's all the snapshots, blah, 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 blah. Here's the done for you services, whatever it might be. And start pitching there, having multiple different layers of building your SaaS clients. Okay. Now you pitch high. Now, if they can't buy your $3,000 luxury Lamborghini, Facebook ads plus website plus SaaS company, great. How about $1,500 for a done with you, $1,500 one time for a done with you plus $297 a month? Boom. Then you just got $1,500 cash flow still. You're building customers and you're starting to build your stack on it, right? What a lot of people are going out there doing is like, oh yeah, it's just $97 a month, no setup fee, no nothing, no way to get upfront cash. And it's just like, it's going to take too long for you to truly monetize that. And it's just, you're not going to be able to acquire the customers you need to build the lifestyle and all that stuff that you want. There's nothing more powerful than having high ticket services and being able to sell something $2,000, $3,000 a month and getting that cash flow in. So you should be constantly looking for ways in order to increase the value of what you are charging. And then if they don't want it, downsell. That's exactly how I recommend utilizing this. I think this is where the greatest opportunity lies. Now, something could be said if you are using this in a strategic way. Here's the other way you can go about doing it, right? You can use this as a strategy in order to upsell, but no matter what, you want to have the upsell in there is what I'm getting at. But the other way that you can do things, and there's a lot of ways, right? But here's another way that you can do this, where you basically reach out to people and you offer them, a free trial with a database reactivation, or, hey, let me put the website chat on if someone's getting a lot of website traffic, let me put the website chat on your website for a week and I'll respond to, your DMs and book your appointments for you. And if you get 5 leads, then on the 6th lead, we're going to charge you $1,000. We're going to run your Facebook ads, right? You can utilize it as a front end hook, utilize the software, utilize certain elements and pieces of the software. Maybe you can offer to do free review campaigns for people, or maybe you can offer to do, the Yext service and get a citation build out. There's so many different ways you can leverage the front end, but I'm telling you guys right now, you want to have a high ticket back end that collects cash flow if you want to scale. Okay. If you want to scale, if you want to take this thing to the next level, if you want to finance future customer acquisition, you want to be able to attach this to a high ticket service one way or another. Again, if you refuse to do agency work, that's fine, or done for you work, that's fine. Figure out a done with you program, figure out a done for you program. There's that type of stuff. Okay. So that's super, super, super critical. All right. What questions do we have? What do we got here? What's up, Lee? What's up, Langdon? What is up, guys? All right, let me see my notes. Okay. Now, in regards to getting creative with Go High Level and what you can offer, guys, there's so many insane things that you can offer when it comes down to this. Everything from like the SEO to the reviews, website, we know all that type of stuff, right? But what if you start offering, to your clients the ability to text respond for them, right? You've got a back-end texting call center. That's your point of differentiation, right? Like you always want to be thinking, what's my point of differentiation? What's my unique hook here in order to really get people in so that I can increase my perceived value, so I can charge more money, so that I can make more, so I can serve more customers and bring in more and acquire more customers and grow my team, right? That's always what you want to be thinking about, right? And we absolutely 1,000,000% unequivocally need to get away from this. My niche won't pay more than $97 a month. Bullshit. Okay. Alex Hormozy gets gyms to pay like $50,000 a year. Gyms. Why? Perceived value is through the moon. Okay. Why would a female spend $20,000 on a purse? Perceived value, right? Don't let the pricing limit your mind. Okay. I know that pricing is a touchy subject. And if you're not used to asking for money, it's nerve wracking. And every time I've raised my prices, I've gotten nervous about it, but I guarantee everyone watching this right now, if you just raise your prices 10%, you'd make more money and you have the same closing rate. Pretty much guaranteed for everybody, right? In fact, that's also one of the first things I do with anyone who comes into my mastermind, my higher level tier programs. Like, look, we need to raise this thing 10%. If you're selling for $1,500 a month, we need it for $1,650. right? And it can drastically increase your profit margins as well as your take home profit at the end of the day. So always be looking for ways to increase the value of your service. Don't get caught up in this, like, my niche won't pay dollars for this, like, BS. Figure out how to make it more valuable, right? Like, figure out what you can do to bring more results to your clients utilizing this tool and this software and these systems, and then make sure that you can demonstrate that through a great demo process that increases their perceived value. And learn how to build offers, guys. That's the super duper key. I can talk about more offers next week if you guys would like. It's something I obsess over. Offers are the key to differentiation, especially as more and more people start utilizing the Go High Level product. And as soon as clients start recognizing, you're really going to need offers to differentiate. It's something I've always been able to do utilizing Facebook ads. Like, there was a time 6 years ago where it's like all you had to do was just tell people about Facebook ads and like, oh, that's cool, I want in. Right. But then I slowly had to iterate my offers. What can we put together? What can we stack to make this thing even better? What can I do that's uniquely mine? What's my point of differentiation? So always be thinking about your point of differentiation. Think about how you can build your offer, and think about, and don't let price limit you, and always be looking to charge more. Just remember that most people are broke and 96% of businesses go out of business. So you shouldn't be copying most businesses unless you know for certain that they are actually making money. Okay. The worst thing you can do, and I know a lot of people are watching this, hang out in other Facebook groups and agency groups, is listening to other agency owners who are, not where you want to be, or who aren't hitting the numbers that you want, because they're not going to know. Right. And nothing against anybody who's in any realm or whatever, but like, we can get in this group think where it's like, yeah, nobody's going to pay more than $1,500 a month for Facebook ads, or Kairos will never pay $10,000 over 3 months. Like, I get $9,000 from Kairos every week, all the time, every day up front. Right? Like, and it has to do with the demo and all that type of stuff. So that being said, guys, hopefully you guys got some good value on this. I'm going to continue talking about this agency SaaS mode. We're going to have more trainings coming out, how we're utilizing it. I'm going all in on it. There's so much opportunity in this space and what we can utilize right now. And there's so many awesome, amazing ways that we can utilize it. Hopefully I got your brain flowing, thinking here, in ways that you can attach the SaaS to your business, and please look for a high ticket service to attach with it so that you can finance future acquisition and get some cash in your pocket. Right. And then remember, forced adoption, forced results, build offers. So with that being said, guys, love all you guys. I'll be back next week for sure. Let me know if you've got any questions. I'm here to answer anything for you guys at any time. I'm in this agency game every single day.